This week, we head back to the studio on PTV to check out a way to add some color to your car and add an easy way to remove broken studs.
Welcome to Performance TV. We've got another great show for you this week. And of course, Kathy Fisher is around here somewhere. But right now, we're going to check in with our great friends from Steel Rubber. Danny is in the house, and we've got this 1996 Ford F-150 that needs a little love. Now, Danny, people spend a lot of time and money doing all kinds of great stuff to their cars and trucks. But one area that they sometimes neglect are the seals.
That's right. I mean, the seals aren't necessarily a fun part to buy, but they're what's protecting everything that's inside your vehicle. All that work, all the paint, all the, make sure there's no rust getting in or wind noise. You want to enjoy your ride, and the seals will really help that.
And the driving experience, rattles, wind noise, that is something you want to eliminate if you want to get out on the road and have a good time.
Absolutely, and they're actually a very easy piece to install. Almost every piece is easy. So for this in particular, we're going to do the door seal. So the first thing that we need to do is remove the screws and remove the paneling that's hiding that pinch wheel that the door seal is hanging on to.
So a little prep work, remove the screws, push the interior parts and pieces back. The panels, move them back. What's next?
That's right, and then it reveals this pinch weld. So the next thing you do, this particular piece is just pushed on. So you just get it setting on, and you'll want to set it so the beginning is at the very bottom and center of your door.
And just hooking it on just like that. Now, you guys have got a factory that you do just about everything. And what I think is cool is you have just about every domestic car and truck available.
Yeah, we do parts for a ton of cars. We have over 12,000 parts for, all the American makes, Chevy, Ford, Dodge, even a lot of independents. So if there's an American car, chances are we have parts for it.
And a catalog unique to the model. I think that's special. There's a lot of people, they want to work on a car. They don't know exactly where to go to get the seals, get these felts for the window, and you can do it in one spot.
Right, so we have a catalog that's just for this 1996 Ford. The door seals, the window felts, the rear window windshield weather strip, all that stuff is in the catalog that's just for this car. So you don't have to flip through a bunch of stuff that you don't need.
And it's kind of cool because they custom make them for you personally, made for Joe or Danny or otherwise. It is a very nice deal. Now, you are moving right along here. We're halfway done. Not just cars, though. You guys do RVs also. That's something that I can imagine you would have a big client base. Got to have a good seal if you're going to be camping in the wilderness.
Yeah, a lot of our customers have more than one toy, and they've been asking us for RV seals, so now we have them. Parts that are specifically for RVs. We're doing parts for boats. So we just have a lot of new stuff coming out.
And this is something that it's not taking a lot of time, but it can make a huge difference because the enemy of all vehicles, and we know it, it's rust. You want to keep that out, and controlling where the water goes and whether it gets into your vehicle is a huge part of maintenance.
Right, and this car is definitely will be driven in the weather. There's a lot of guys, lots of gals and guys say, I'm not going to drive my car in the weather. But just like you said, it improves that driving experience with rattle and wind. And one of the things about these pieces of rubber is you want to make sure that it's pushed on all the way. You can see in this corner how it's wanting to pull, but that's easily enough fixed to just make sure that you have enough material to stay in that corner and not come out. And one thing I like to use is like a dead blow hammer.
There you go.
And that'll help make sure everything's seated. And the more material you can work into the corners, the less pull you're going to have, from the center or in the corner. It just makes everything a lot tighter.
Definitely something you can do at home. You want to take your time. You don't want to cut anything until the very end, correct?
That's right.
That is right. But vital and very important for keeping your vehicle together, though, the rattles. And if you're going off-road, this is something that's going to help you. Now, I also like the fact that you're based here right here in America. You stand by your product. You got all these domestic cars covered, and just a good quality product all around.
Yeah, anyone who's ever purchased from us knows that we're all about customer service. If you have any kind of issue with your part, we're going to take care of you. If you buy from us, we're going to treat your project like it's our own.
That is great. And This F-150, it's going to need these seals, it's going to need the windows, it's going to need quite a few things. Generally a pretty nice truck, just needs a couple of things to get it back to A-plus shape. We're going to finish this project. Looks like it's going pretty well. Danny is a pro. For more information, hit the website. You definitely got to check out what they've got going on at Steel Rubber. We've got a great show for you, so stick around for more Performance TV.
Performance TV is brought to you by Monster Transmission and Performance, the world's authority for remanufactured transmissions. Race Gas, get more out of your engine. Infinity Box, intelligent wiring. And by rockauto.com, all the parts your car will ever need.
Welcome back to Performance TV. Hey, all you diesel guys, listen up. We got our big Ford on our big lift because we're about to install a big oil filter. The good news is it's a little job. To find out more, let's kick it on over to Kathy.
Clean fuel, clean air, clean oil. It all comes down to filtration, and you can almost extend the life of your diesel engine indefinitely if you do those three things. So what we're going to do today is help you out with your oil filter, and of course filtering the oil, giving you more capacity with a K-Trans adapter. Well, just think about the miles that you're going to get out of your diesel engine. For an example, when we take a look at the filters that you would normally get from an auto parts store, take a look at the cutout. I mean, you're definitely not getting the filtration. A lot bigger particles are getting through, or as we like to call them, microns. But when you're able to use one of the best filters on the market, I mean, these are used for the big diesel engines, the over-the-road trucks. You can put one of these Caterpillar filters on your truck, like we're going to today with our Ford Power Stroke, and be able to get a lot more life out of your engine. Why? You're going to have more capacity, another 1.5 quarts. So you're going to be able to go more miles. Instead of, say, like a 3,000-mile oil change, well, how about being able to go 10,000 miles? That's going to save you a lot more money and more time on the road because, well, you're not doing the maintenance. A good example can be seen on this chart using different micron filters from 40 down to 10, showing a big difference in your engine life from 150,000 miles all the way up to 405. So how do we do that? With the K-Trans adapter, you're going to be able to use this filter on any of your trucks, say from a Duramax, from the 2011 and up, the 2001 through 2010 adapter, or like today what we're going to install on our Ford Power Stroke with the adapter that we have there. You're going to be able to do this, save a lot more money, save the environment by not using as much oil, and of course, extending the life of your truck. Hey Joe, why don't we get started?
Our installation begins by removing the old filter and cleaning the mounting location, which we have already done. Then we will take off the OEM filter mounting point, which is pretty simple. Just kind of get up there, break it loose, and thread it down. And what I like about this kit, you know, oil volume. There's so much more oil with this filter. And so we have now taken it down. I'm going to go back up and clean out any old oil. And of course, diesel oil is very black, very dirty. Try your best to keep it off of you. Now check out this new adapter. It's very slick, right? Very well engineered, CNC machined here in the good old US of A. Now this O-ring, just like your oil filter, you're going to want to take a little bit of oil and just place it on there to help it glide. So you do not rip the O-ring. That is very important. You know, put it up in there and thread it into position. Get it started. And we have got it started. And now we will tighten it up. This is going to give us so much better life of our diesel engine because we'll have more oil, cooler oil, and a better filter. Now we got to torque it. Don't forget, you got to torque it. 35 is the number. So, preset our torque wrench. And there we go. Just like that. It is ready to rock and roll. Now we have pre-filled our oil filter We've got the oil in there. Once again, going to help it glide and put it into place. Now you can see this filter is superior just in terms of size, but think of all the R&D that has been put into this over the years. The big tractor trailers, big diesels designed to run millions of hours. And now this can be on your vehicle very, very easily. So just like that, it is in position and we finished the install. Doesn't get much easier than that. Great product, you gotta love it. We'll be back with more Performance TV after this.
TV coming from Borla Commerce Park.
Welcome back to Performance TV. The LS Power Plant is one of the most popular engines in the world. Does a lot of great things, ends up in a lot of cars. It does have a weakness, though, having to do with the studs and breaking them. Well, Kathy and some folks have got a great time-saving fix for that issue.
Well, instead of spending hours upon end trying to get out a broken stud and really being frustrated by the time you're trying to get it done, we have Marco in here with us today from Easy Stud Out, and not just our GM product that we have with us, but Marco, you guys have a kit to cover lots of makes and models.
Yes, exactly. We have a Chrysler Master Kit, a Ford Master Kit, and GM Master Kit right here with this plate, and a universal kit for pretty much any broken stud on any flat surface. Well, broken studs is a very common problem on cars, especially V8s, and there aren't that many tools out there that really help you remove them. So what people usually do is they drill and use extractors to remove the studs, or they'll drip and re-tap a new thread.
Right.
But there's high risks that come with this type of work, and it's very, very long because usually people have to remove the heads or sometimes the whole engine assembly. And what we do, basically, our tool will do everything on the spot, on the car, without removing anything, any major components, and it usually gets the studs out in less than 5 minutes. And 5 minutes, I'm being conservative.
Absolutely, and when you think about, okay, you are a shop owner and you're trying to explain to the customer that, yes, it's a very, normally, labor-intensive type thing, and they're looking like, what, 7, 8 hours to do this? Wait a minute, come on, it's just a broken stud. But you can get the studs out, get that vehicle out of the Bay Area, and keep things moving along for the shop owner. We know that it's pretty difficult to work inside underneath the hood, trying to get especially some of the studs that are in the back, but with a tool such as yours, it's a lot easier.
Yes, of course. And like I said, these studs, you'll take them out in less than 5 minutes. And most of the time, the studs that are going to break, like for here, we put a broken stud. It's usually the last ones in the back because of the torsion from the manifolds. And there's no way you can fit a drill in there. There's no way at all. Even if you get an angle drill, the smallest one on the market, it won't fit.
Right.
So you have to move your cylinder heads. And we want to avoid that because a lot of shops will simply refuse the job. We'll send it to a specialized shop because they're scared and they simply don't have the time and skills to do a complete job like that.
Of course, we have the head sitting here, but we saw how easy it was for you to work under the hood in a real life situation.
We could pretty much do anything under the hood or from underneath. It's very simple. The trick is basically by using a MIG welder to weld a nut on the stud. You could pretty much use any angle you want. You don't have to be straight as you would have with a drill.
Absolutely. Well, we have it out here, Marco. Can we kind of see what we're going to do and how easy it is to get that stud out?
Yes, exactly. So we have one stud here that's broken, and these are the plates that we use. Every kit comes with different model plates. We have some special holding grease, and we have also some very thin nuts that we use only for this. So basically, there's the front side and the back side of the plate. And what we do is apply just a bit of grease in the corners. Basically, we do that to avoid losing your nut as you're working on the car. Basically holds the nut in there. And
you want to use this grease. You don't want to just use any grease.
No, this is special grease. It's made to withstand very extreme heat, and also it won't damage your plate.
Right.
Other greases could damage your plate. So once that is applied, you locate the stud that's broken. You use the same one on the plate. You put it on right here. You use bolts to hold the plate on the cylinder head. And what that does is aligns your stud with the nut that we put, so you get a perfect alignment. And then next step is you take your MIG welder, you weld, and you simply cool it down and take it out.
All right, let's see it happen.
The water bottle, very good to cool it down. as it actually helps loosen the stud in there. Simply unscrew.
Wow.
You unscrew it, and what's good is that you reuse the original threads as intended by the manufacturers. You don't have to rethread and weaken your head. You're not risking anything. There you go.
That, I just cannot get over how quick that was. I mean, that's absolutely amazing.
There you go. It's that simple. It's really that easy. And like mentioned, it could be done on any car, any model we have on the spot. You don't have to remove cylinder heads. You don't have to move engine assemblies.
Chrysler, Ford, GM, and of course the kid here that he had something else broke on the vehicle, you can be able to do that as well. Find out more by going to their website at easystudout.com. And we'll have more Performance TV right after this.
Performance TV is brought to you by Stage 8 Fasteners, home of the world's best locking header bolt. Now included with each set of Cook's headers. Go to stage8.com. ShiftWorks, shifter solutions since 1991. Checkered Flag Tire Beads, tires and balance beads to your door. And by AP Laser, leading the way.
Welcome back to Performance TV. Now, I like cars that are fast, but I also like cars that look cool too. And we've got the guys, Abe and Rick from Techline Coatings in the house. They have got a new coating that can do both, certainly make your car and car parts look cool. Guys, what are we looking at here with the new Correa coating?
Well, Carrera coating is a clear coat that comes as a clear base, but also has multi-colors, so you can make your own colors and become an artist and make your car look spectacular.
You're certainly encouraging creativity, and Rick, you were in our inflatable spray booth, getting after it. Very cool.
Yeah, it was great being in the booth because I was able to spray without any problems. It was beautiful, it's simple, it's easy to spray down. You can see the multiple colors. We even play around with it because we can just create so many things that just look great, and we imagine these on our cars and how they'll look as well.
Well, I love the brake caliper here where we've got a fade across all the colors that are available. It is really cool. Tell me a little bit about the process. How much work goes into doing something like our valve cover, these brake calipers? It looks like it might be a lot of work, but perhaps not.
That's one of the joys of working with a Carrera coat. Very little preparation. Cleaned it off with acetone. It goes on smooth, polished surfaces as well. You don't have to scuff anything up, plus you can keep that shine with your original and create that beautiful look that you see here. And once again, playing with these different colors on that caliper, that was a blast.
Oh yeah, so if you want to personalize your car or a customer's car, you don't have to send out for all new parts. You can do something special and unique with what you've already got.
Yes, that's correct. That's what we want. And even if you can't do it, mostly the people we target is our professionals. So we target shops that we can help them. But at the same time, if you're not and you want to customize, maybe you do this on your personal car, we can help you find an applicator near you. We have over 1,000 in the US.
So you have a network of people who know how to do this and do it well.
Correct.
Wow, that is very cool. Now, I like the colors, and of course we see hot rodders and car guys across the country. They all want to do something different. Nobody wants to look exactly like their neighbor, and it looks like this is a great way to start.
Right, you can see the crossover of colors when they overlap each other. You can also mix two colors together to make another color as well. Simple spray on, once again, easy application.
But really, you've got a great product here, but it looks like it's something beautiful, but does it have another purpose? Does it serve another purpose other than appearance?
Well, it does. I mean, it protects your part. I mean, not just from heat, but also protects it from scratches and taking that look away from it. After a full 7 days of curing, your part will be protected.
So there is a hardness to the coating.
Right, also corrosion resistant, chemical resistant. Hey, you're in your engine area, gasoline, oil, all that right there. It's going to protect it.
So for the shop guys who've never done anything like this, never sprayed anything, we're lucky we have this booth. What would you recommend to them? How difficult is it?
Very simple. You can buy an airbrush down at a store. Simple to spray on, 30 pounds pressure. It goes on beautiful, applies simple, just like water. So it's very easy to work with.
And you were able to do this blend just by hitting it and then moving on to the next color?
That's right. That was fast, easy. 10 minutes is usually the most I ever spend on a part.
It seems like it would be limitless.
It is. You can do all these parts. We had so much fun just playing about with parts that we got to show over at SEMA. Hey, let's do something with my paperweight. And we did. Made beautiful colors right here, just like on this caliper.
But Techline Coatings, you guys You're doing this, and this is fun, and it is cool, but you also have some industrial applications as well.
Yeah, we are also, we develop any coating that you need for your internal engine. Also your external. We deal with headers, pistons, valves, covers, exhaust systems. We develop all these different coatings, and at the same time, if there's not a coating out there, we have a research and development team that can provide you with the coating that you need for your specific application.
So not just show, some go as well. Coatings are very important in the area of exhaust, sometimes even internals.
Correct.
Wow, that is great stuff. Now, I'm thinking about the person out there who wants to do something absolutely unique. They've got a shop, they've got a customer, the customer says, blow my mind, this looks like just the right product.
Oh, you can imagine just by looking at all these, creating different colors, custom colors. Somebody wants something special for their car, you can blend it, you can make it, you can spray it. It's so easy to use.
It looks easy, it looks beautiful. I am stoked. I think I want one. Check out the website for more information. But that's all the time we have on this edition of Performance TV. And hey, if you've got a product you'd like to see featured on our show, email sponsors@masterstv.com. We'll see you next week on Performance TV.